Hello and welcome to another Chat G&G. I'm Gags and he's Grizz. Welcome back, Grizz. How's it going?
Welcome back. Welcome back. Who's welcoming who here? I thought who's welcoming?
I did a show this time last week. We lost 3-0. You know?
No.
I've been right here.
People have been telling me because we missed the midweek one, where's Gags? Is he ducking again? I said, yeah, well, he needs to own up himself while he ducks the chat.
Who wanted to move the time?
Yeah,
I was ready for that time. I couldn't do any other time. That's why we set a time a week before.
But look.
By the way, today's was 5 o'clock. We're at 4. I wonder why. Before you do that. Yes, that's right. You can buy.
What I was going to say is let's start off on a positive note. That the fact
that you went for me and you just got owned. So
no, that's number one. No, I thought you were being clever with the welcome back, Grizz. Like I've been
welcome back to Chat G&G. Like we haven't done it for a week or so. So yeah, it's been like just before the City game, wasn't it?
Do you blame us for not wanting to talk Liverpool right now?
Well, no, I think we should talk Liverpool. I do want to talk Liverpool. I do miss it. I mean, it's been a week. So
look, we're bringing a Chat G&G on a Sunday afternoon. Oh my God, Republic of Ireland have done it.
What? They're going to World Cup?
Wow.
They've won.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Troy Parrott hat-trick. Oh my God, big up the Irish, man. Absolutely stunning result out in Hungary for the World Cup qualifier. They were 2-1 down with about a few minutes to go. And they've turned it around and oh my God. Sorry, Republic of Ireland.
Hungary out then?
Is my international team. Oh, great question. Great question. I don't know. People in the chat will know. I'm not that engrossed in it, but I know the Republic needed a win to keep their hopes alive. And wow, Szoboszlai and Kirkes could be in trouble. Well, we'll find out. I mean, from a selfish point of view, I hope they have plenty of rest and don't go to the World Cup, but that's not nice of me. But yeah,
it's tight. I mean, well, isn't that it? That's all the game's done, basically. Is it just 6 games, right? Because there are only 4 of them in the group. So Portugal got 13, Hungary 9, Republic of Ireland 8. But I guess they go to the playoffs, right? Is that what's going to happen? I'm not sure.
I'm not sure, man. This is crazy time, man. So Portugal are through.
Yeah, definitely.
And then it's Ireland or Hungary. Ireland have gone above Hungary, bro.
Have they? Oh, is this table out of date now?
Ireland go through. Ireland promoted.
Oh my God, yes. Oh, yes, they are. They're in. So that means Hungary are out.
Maybe if someone tells me otherwise.
Oh, they're in the playoff. Position 1, final tournament. Position 2, playoff. Yeah, Hungary are eliminated.
Eliminated, not even playoff.
Yeah. I think it's just 1 and 2.
Oh, wow.
Dom's got the summer off, man.
You know what? He needs a bloody summer off.
Oh, he's going to be gutted, though, the poor chap.
Wow. And so basically, Spurs haven't got a striker, like going through absolute turmoil with loads of rubbish strikers up front. And they've got this young, sensational Troy Parrott, and they've let him go to a team in Holland. He's smashing out in Holland, and now he's just scored a hat-trick out in Hungary. I mean, you couldn't make this up, man. You couldn't make this up. But big up the Irish, man. Big up the Irish.
Oh, mate. They were there the last time it was in America, I think.
Of course.
In the 90s, right? 94 was it?
Yeah.
And Aldridge and Co were there. Houghton. I think I remember.
Unbelievable.
So they're gonna light it up. They're gonna light up.
It's one of those, without being a World Cup heritage team as such, there's a bit of nostalgia in the last couple of decades with the Irish. Do you know what I mean? Like you said, with the Jack Charlton team and the Ray Houghton and the Roy Keane incidents. Do you know what I mean? Hollywood Studios call. They've asked if you can return White Fang back from Grizz's head. Listen, this is animal-free, animal-friendly hat. I want to make that very, very clear. No animals were harmed in the formation of this hat. And yeah, I was reading that one. What is this punctuality? Stream struggle. One thing about us is when we decide and when we are scheduled, we don't be late. We are very good on timekeeping, especially for Asians. I tell you what, though, I wanted to, before we get into the football chat, first and foremost, have we said hello to everyone and welcome? In fact, I haven't even retweeted the stream. I just totally, completely got engrossed with the Troy Parrott hat trick. Wow.
Well, you know what? It's all about live.
And yeah, live action, man. Absolutely amazing, amazing. I can't believe that. People are in shock all over Twitter. What a result. But is that so? Can we confirm that Szoboszlai and Kerkez are not going to the World Cup now?
I think that's what BBC's says. BBC says that the key is position 1, final tournament, position 2, playoff. So Ireland aren't going yet. They've got to go to a playoff first. So.
They've got to go to a playoff, yeah.
Yeah, but that's good. It's massive, right? Like at the end of the day.
Yeah, massive, massive. And Hungary are out.
Looks like they're out, which is sad for Hungary. Sad for Hungary.
Oh, Szoboszlai deserves a rest. From a Liverpool point of view, guys, selfish point of view, I know we like to see all of our players on the biggest stages, and there's no bigger stage than the World Cup. But the guy has done marathon after marathon for us. So it will be great to have him totally putting feet up. What do you think, Gags?
Well, he's going to be I just hope he's not affected by it, because he's going to be absolutely gutted.
He's going to be
gutted when he comes back. He's going to be so. Not only is it bad with Liverpool, where you just lost to City, he's going to go and he's going to be coming back and he's just lost to Ireland as well, and he's going to have a rough time.
Oh gosh, for the short term, yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Hope it doesn't lead to some loss of form for him, but maybe it galvanizes him a little bit.
Well, we'll see. We need some galvanizing of sorts.
We do. I mean, what a terrible result. You probably talked about it. I talked about it straight after the game. You probably talked about it to death now with loads of other people and on different shows. We're in a bit of a precarious position. 8th in the league. Not very fun. Man United gone back above us again on goal difference. By the way, I had Man United fans trying to banter me at the barbers who were like, "Oh, you're below us now, aren't you? My God, you're having a bad season." I'm like, hold on. We're having a bad season. You're just above us on goal difference. So you're having a great season, yeah? And they were like, yeah. And I was like, mate, our floor is your ceiling, basically.
The levels are levels are absolutely mad. Absolutely.
It's mad, It's like our floor is their ceiling. That's the best way of putting it.
Simple, but it is.
He shut his mouth very quickly when I said that. He had no response to it.
I think a lot of them are sort of absolutely looking for crumbs of comfort, and our month is like pure heaven for them. Joyous scenes for Man United fans all around the world at our what it can only be described as an embarrassing month. I don't know how you want to describe it.
We had a couple of wins in there. I think the one before was way more embarrassing.
Okay, yeah, fair point. Of course, we had a couple of very good wins, Madrid and Villa in there. So
yeah, Madrid was a really big game, and it sets us up in the Champions League to progress. That was the one we needed to win. Yeah, there's a couple of easy games in there that we can win.
Yeah,
and there'll be still some tough ones in Inter Milan coming up soon. But I think if you look at what's coming up, we've got 2 home games again now in a row with Forest and PSV back to back, Saturday, Wednesday. And it's actually a nice kind of, the next 3 are pretty good, like Saturday, Wednesday, Sunday. So again, that 4-day gap each time. And the 3 teams are Forest at home, PSV at home, and then West Ham away. Hopefully they're not resurging too much, West Ham. Following that, we got Sunderland at home on the Wednesday after. And then on the Saturday after, we've got Leeds away. So Sunderland home, Leeds away. So again, out of those 5, Grizz, and remember, obviously, the Champions League, you get points for those as well. Out of those 5 games, I'd be disappointed if Liverpool didn't get 15 points.
In a normal scenario?
Well, even in this scenario, bro, because they're not the same as, you know, that we have to up it, right? We have to up it. We have to turn it around.
We absolutely
and we can't change our standards. Like, I know we're not doing well, but if we drop our standards, then we are Man United. You know, like if we are, oh yeah, we get a couple of draws out of them, we'll be fine. We can't afford that. Like, you know,
no, there's absolutely no chance of lowering standards, but there's also being realistic in terms of how we're playing, how the confidence levels are right now, how the structure of the team looks, how confident ultimately we are of getting 5 wins out of 5. Now, I'm going to put it out there very nice and early. I don't care. I know you mentioned the PSV game in midweek. I don't care about it. I'm sorry, I don't care about it. I literally don't.
Even you're saying even if we drew that, it'd be okay.
I don't care about the PSV. Right now, the next 2 league games are Forest at home, you say, and
West Ham away.
West Ham away. It's imperative. I won't even look at the next 5 gags. I'm going to look at it 2 at a time.
What about the next 3 then? Next 3 Premier League are Forest home, West Ham away, Sunderland home. Any home game surely has to be 3 points, right?
There's no ifs and buts about it.
Exactly. So then the West Ham away, you're saying now, and then following that is Leeds away. So 2 of those games, both of those away games, got to win.
Gags, 4 weeks ago, we would have said West Ham away is the ideal fixture for us to get a confidence booster away from home because we're shit away from this season. There's no ifs and buts about it. We're a soft touch. We're absolutely easy peasy lemon squeezy to play away from home.
We are, man.
And fast forward 4 or 5 weeks, they've now hired Nuno Espirito,
who last year against us with Forest, or in the last couple of times against Forest, he knows how to break us down, or at least not let us play.
Well, stop us from breaking them down. You know, it's.
But do West Ham have the defenders that Forest had last year? Because remember, they were on fire last year. Their defenders, those 2, Murillo and whoever the other guy was, they were having a breakout season, weren't they?
Milenkovic
yes.
And Murillo.
They had a breakout Premier League season, surprised everyone. We're fantastic. Now, do West Ham have that? I don't know, but
well, their last few results have been on the upward trajectory.
Shall we go have a look?
They were really, really struggling, leaking goals for fun. We know Chelsea turned up and scored a bag load. Everyone was turning up against West Ham.
West Ham have more points than us in the last 5 games.
There you go. This is my
point. They got a draw. We got 4 losses. They got a draw. So we got a win and 4 losses. They got a win, 3 losses and a draw. No, so their win at home was Burnley.
But their last couple of results have been decent.
If I go back, I'm going to go through them right now. 1 second. They lost to Leeds away. They lost to Brentford at home. And then oh, sorry. Let me go November. Sorry. Yeah, and that was it. Oh, you're right. They beat Newcastle at home and they beat West Ham at Burnley at home. Jeez. How is that then? That means that results thingy is wrong. Yeah, they won 2 in a row. That's wrong. The form stuff's wrong.
Look, as Captain Sal says, look, at the moment, he's like, I've got no confidence in us beating Forest or Sunderland. And that's what this club has done to us and this team and the management. Like the optimism, the levels of hype and optimism have absolutely been drained from us in a matter of 4 weeks, guys. In a matter of 4 weeks, all the hype and all the optimism of the signings and the season.
No, 8 weeks. It's been 8 weeks because there was an international break in between as well.
I know, but you know what I mean in terms of fixtures.
We started losing just before that first international break, I think.
Yeah, you know, obviously with the international breaks, that takes out 2 weeks.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about playing wise, 4 weeks of football. It's just, you know, this is the Kilman, Wan-Bissaka, Toribo, and Diouf is the back 4. Look,
we could still make November a good month, you know, like November, we beat Villa and Madrid. We lost to City. Literally, if we could win the other 3 November games, it's a really good month. Like, honestly, October's the bad one. October, listen to October here. Lost to Palace 3-0. Lost to Brentford 3-2. Beat Frankfurt 5-1. Lost to United. Lost to Chelsea. October. That was October. September. No, it was where it started, I guess. End of September. September 27th, when we lost to Palace, is where it all started. And then we lost to Galatasaray. So since the 27th, we have won 3 games since the 27th of September, sorry. We have won 3 games of football, and we've played like 8.
What's your opinion
9.
and views? What's your opinion and views on the people that are suggesting that it's not? So obviously, I think there's a growing clamor for his head, basically.
For whose head? Sorry, Slot's.
Okay, it's a growing clamor. It's not massive yet, or it's not the majority at all yet. But
I'm definitely not part of the majority. If there is a majority,
there is no majority. There is no majority. Right. But being quite active on a few social media platforms of various kinds, different types.
It's definitely not good enough, Grizz. It's definitely not good enough.
Well, what I want to ask you is one of their rebuttals to people suggesting a knee-jerk reaction is the fact that, and you probably best person to confirm this and let me know what if there is such a stat, that he's lost 40% of his games.
Yeah, I said that to you in the last show. We were on it together. We said he's lost 40%. He'd lost 40% of his games since losing to PSG. That was
now,
the last
what I want to ask you is also people are talking about. So when I first speak to someone, I say, look, I don't count the losses once we were league champions of the season, but apparently so. Only two of those said losses happened once we were champions. The rest is since. Can anyone confirm and deny that?
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. So
we won the title on April the 27th. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So then since then in May, we lost to Brighton and Chelsea. Yeah.
So only 2 of those losses are as champions. The rest is fresh losses once we should not be still dwelling on we've won the league and taking it easy.
Before we were champions, we lost to Fulham away in April. We lost there. And that was and then we lost to Newcastle in the Carabao as well.
Forget that. Yeah.
No, but you can't. That's what's counted as the wins or losses, right? That's why it's not leagues, it's league games, it's all comps. So since Paris Saint-Germain getting knocked out, we went back-to-back losses because we lost to Paris, then we went to Wembley and lost, right? I remember we were supposed to meet up 16th of March. And then in April.
So there is an issue then, because those were important games and they kind of heralded the start of this bad phase.
It was interesting. You know why? Because we were knackered that week. When we played Paris, it was like Wednesday we went to Paris and played. Then we played Southampton at home. We weren't very good in that 3-1 win. Then Paris came to us. We just looked shattered once Trent got injured and went off. Remember, in that game, and then Trent got injured. You see, so there's a bit of a really good correlation is that we lost his passing at that point, and then we lost to Newcastle in the final. But then we beat Everton just about with a Jota goal. Next game we lost to Fulham, so we'd lost 3 in 4 at that point when we lost to Fulham.
Jesus.
So do you get what I mean? We'd lost 3 in 4. Then we went on a run to win the title. We won 3 in a row. But remember, we just about beat West Ham at home in the last minute. Remember? Then we just about beat Leicester when Trent came back and scored. And then we won 5-1. That's the last time we actually had a really good performance in the league, I reckon. The 5-1 against Spurs to win the title. And then after that, you're right, the Chelsea loss and 2-2 with Arsenal, Brighton lost, and then 1-1. We literally didn't win a game after we won the league. We drew 2, lost 2.
So the people that are clamoring for Slot to go and that he's not capable of changing things, do they have a case building? I mean, at the moment, so me and you haven't had a chat about this actually. So it's good, maybe a few minutes on this segment then. So look, at the end of the day, we're Liverpool Football Club. He has absolutely credit in the bank, right? We'll go through the super chat first. Go on. Shall I read it? You want to read it? Go on.
I can read it. Matty, thank you so much. $9.99. That's very kind of you, my friend. We really appreciate that. You made a good point, Matty says, on Hussam's channel. Did you go on Hussam's channel? I didn't even know. When you said that he is still only a new manager. Don't get me wrong. If he doesn't start to turn around very soon, he will have to go. But I'm not there yet. I think I'm with him. So you were going to make a point. I think he backs this up. So he's not there yet. That's the point, right?
I was literally going to say, great timing of the super chat. Obviously, first and foremost, thank you very much for that, Matty. And that's literally segues into exactly what we were going to have a little chat about, because I made the point that people forget that he's a relatively inexperienced manager in the grand scheme of things at this level. Making the jump from AZ to Feyenoord to Liverpool is quite a huge jump. He has absolute credit in the bank as far as I'm concerned, because he delivered the league title for me. And in my lifetime, only 2 others have done that. So for me, he is absolutely deserving of time and my support. This is just me. I don't speak and I don't try to police anyone else's opinion. I'm just giving mine, and everyone else is entitled to give theirs and how they view the club and this method of support. But you're absolutely spot on, Matty, because if he doesn't turn it around, then Liverpool Football Club are not in the game of dropping our levels, like Gag was speaking about Man United earlier on. We don't want to get in that circle of mediocrity. And if it does continue, then you have to say his record will become and is becoming tarnished very, very quickly, because that's unacceptable. That is unacceptable. 5 defeats already in the league in November is unacceptable. If that turns to 7 and 8 before Christmas or around the turn of the year, ask my brother, there's serious questions to be asked.
If it becomes, thanks again, Matty. Want to just say appreciate that. Yes, I agree with you. I think I agree with what Sumit's saying here. The Slot Out Gang has a growing and a strong and growing business case. Another few losses to December. So he's saying the same as you here. Is that at the end of the day, it's unthinkable, really, with the fixtures we've got, Grizz. We've just rattled out some of the names, right? Spurs in their away is probably the toughest one that's going to be, but they're quite soft at home as well. So at the end of the day, if that happens and we lose another 2 or 3 towards the end of the year, like you just said, I think a lot of us are going to start to wonder what's going on. But I think he'll get the transfer window, or at least the club will probably say that they're gonna just back him for this window to see if he can turn it around. Because I don't think Liverpool are halfway through the season sacking type of team. But then again, if you're not even going to be in the Champions League spots, that ruins everything for the club in terms of how they plan the next few windows.
You say that, right? And I do agree with you generally about we're not a sacking in the middle of the season type club.
But Hughes is quite cutthroat, actually, at the end of the day.
Exactly. And extreme situations ask for extreme measures. And I'd say, like Sumit said, if there's 7-8 defeats by December, January, in my opinion, that's extreme situation. I don't know what you think.
Yeah, because you could be 10, 15 points behind the Champions League spots. Forget the Premier League title, at that point. And that's where the worry is. Like right now, if you go to the table, it's probably not so bad for Champions League spots. What? Yeah, we're right. And it's level with Spurs. We're level with Spurs. Basically, there's 5 clubs on 18. But also, Everton have got 15 points and we've got 18. couple of losses and a couple of Everton wins. We're down in 13th. All of a sudden,
it's very fragile at the moment in terms of league positions, points, and the table. Apart from Arsenal, possibly Man City, if you want to put them in there.
And let's be honest, Arsenal are about to lose Gabriel for a little bit of a while, it looks like.
I honestly, Gags, with all due respect,
no, it's good for City. I'm not saying it's good for us, mate.
Yeah, I don't want to even, like, honestly, you know what they say, innit? Get your own house in order first. And our house is at the moment is looking shambolic, Gags. So obviously the next question is, how do we fix this, man? Where do we start? Do we start from the conservatory? Do we start from the attic? Do we start from the loft?
Basement's the place to go, mate. Roots. Go to the basement. We've got to start from there, right at the bottom, work our way upwards at the end of the day. I think the first thing he needs to do is decide, okay, now hopefully the players are coming back. Hopefully Frimpong's going to be back. Hopefully Isaac's going to be back, right? So now he's having his full squad. Yeah? Hopefully. Apart from Leone, hopefully everybody, Allison as well. So hopefully back after the break. So once he's got all these players back, he needs to decide, is this formation the right formation for him? Because obviously we have plenty of evidence to say that it's not now. Correct?
Yeah.
No matter what he does, how he plays, only against a team that wants to play football out the back, like a Madrid, like a Villa, are going to lose to us and get heavily dominated and pressed. If they want to play it long, we're going to struggle. And we're about to play plenty of teams that are about to play it long. So what does he do? And how does he go about it? He doesn't have a third centre-back to go even 3 at the back or try something out and load it up there. He has plenty of depth on wing-back because that's what he bloody bought. Wing-backs. He didn't buy full-backs. He bought bloody wing-backs. So could he go to a 3, I don't know, 3-3-3-1? I don't know what he wants to do, but how he's going to do it, what he's going to play, 3-5-2, a variant of it, I just do not know. I know that's one of the discussion points we were going to have. Is a formation change going to happen? He tries the box. The box isn't going to work. He goes to City, who should be like a Villa and a Madrid. And we completely shit the bed because all Pep Linders has had all the answers because he knows our players. The first thing he did was he clogged up Van Dijk and Robertson from getting the ball because they're the ones that are going to progress. And he put everybody, just let Ibu have it. Just let the worst passer in the defense have it. The guy was kicking the ball out into touch like it was rugby, man. You know what I mean? That's what he was doing, Ibu. After that, though, what he did was he made sure he played players that just boxed off the midfield, just had so many people in there. So Ibu couldn't even go into midfield. He had to keep going long. We don't have players that are going to collect the ball in long. We didn't play Gakpo. Ekatike doesn't hold it up very well, or he wasn't that day. So no one was there to pick those long balls up. It was, and he didn't change it, Grizz. That's the worry from everybody, was he didn't think we should change it. Yeah, we were unlucky. 2 goals deflected, really. Haaland's header was a deflection. The second goal was deflection. We got one bad decision that the Premier League panel have now said should have stood. Yes, it was a bad day, but let's be honest. Even at 1-1, the way we were playing, do you think we'd have won that game? Game state does change things, but we were awful. We didn't turn up.
Two things can be true at the same time. I think you can be unlucky, but you can also be crap. Sorry, you can also be crap as well. I think we were. I thought we were crap and unlucky.
And unlucky, yeah.
And which means you lose 3-0 in a game of football. Basically, when you're crap and you're unlucky, you lose 3-0. That's what happens.
I couldn't say that we would have won that game. I couldn't I couldn't say to anyone with my hand on my heart, even if we scored that equalizer, and it is unjust. It was a bad decision. Would we have won? I don't know. I just don't think we were very good.
There's no I don't know. We wouldn't have won. That's not the point. The point is we were in a situation where we were unlucky and we were awful. And as a combination, we got the result that we did.
And we should bring it back to Slot, where you're saying what's going to happen with this? Like, he has to show that he's willing to adapt and change. Now, Isaac was on the bench, didn't even give him 10 minutes. If someone's on the bench, it signals to me that they can play some minutes. Okay. That's what it signals to me, because then they shouldn't be on the bench otherwise. Somebody else should have been on there that could come on the pitch.
Yeah.
And so that's just not showing the right, he's just not got any ideas at the moment. It doesn't feel like he's got any ideas, Grizz. And I think
that's the worrying part. That's the worrying part.
Yeah. Yeah.
Where
for me, that's worrying.
Sort of, he hasn't any idea of changing, or plans of changing, or suggestions of changing. Whereas last season, he was full of change. What's caused the difference?
So I think he had a more flexible squad last season. I think we let go of way too many players this season as well. For example, I think I was saying to you, we should have bought a couple more, and everybody was like, why are you so greedy, Gags? You said you need a couple more. So I did really feel like we missed that energetic bully of a winger, because Mo's not a bully anymore. And we missed out on that proper centre-back that can play at any time, right? And I know he was going for it. Last day, we should have got Gehi in. Guess what? It's one of those sliding doors moments. Had Gehi gone through on the last day of the season, we might be having a very different season, because he could actually play a 3 at the back when we're in possession, and then out of possession it could go. Sorry, yeah, it's one of those things. Out of possession it goes in. Out of possession it goes to 4-4-2. Back four again. Gehi go at left back or something. I don't know, but the point is, he could have played a 3 if he wanted to, if Gehi was there, and added a bit more structure. And then the 2 fullbacks don't have to be so defensive minded. They can be wing backs. Mo could be more central, behind a striker with Wirtz instead, and have a solid midfield that doesn't move so much. Doesn't have to be, in the attack. I just think he gives himself way more flexibility by having a plan B. And Leone obviously got injured just before. Guess what? Leone's injury, that game is the last time where we'd had a string of wins. Since then, that's when it started. In fact, let's say Leone's injury is the day that this run started. We beat Southampton. After that, we started losing. We just don't have depth. He could have played. That plan B just went out the window straight away from the first loss. There's no plan B.
And not only the plan B, but it's his okay. Leone's probably plan C, right? But his plan, but he doesn't trust plan B, which is Joe Gomez either.
I don't even think Gomez is a plan. That's how bad it is.
This is baffling, Gags. This is baffling me now. This is confusing me now. This is what's giving me ideas and thoughts and suggestions that there's something more deeper than that then. Because why was he kept? Why was he entrusted? Why was he not sold? There was offers on the table for Joe Gomez, but he was asked to be kept around or stay, and he stayed.
I don't think Gomez was going to be risked to go until Gehi came in.
But the Gehi, the Chiesa, the Gomez, the Elliott, this is all bewildering then. Why did we make the choices that we did in the summer, Gags? And whose choices were they? Were they Hughes and Edwards, or was it Slot's decisions? This is why I'm willing to, at the moment, give a bit of benefit of the doubt to Slot and time, because I genuinely don't believe, and I want to hear your opinions on this, I genuinely don't believe these were all Slot's calls, or even remotely close to Slot's calls. Even the profile of player or actual choice of player, I don't think there's Slot's choices, so to speak.
No, I don't think Kirkes is a Slot choice, for example. I think that's a Hughes choice because he could get it done. Do you get what I mean? I don't even think if Semenyo is a target, I don't even think that'll be a Slot choice. I think that'll be another Hughes one that he could just get in. I do agree with you. I'm not sure Slot has much power, because they agreed at the start that we're not getting the manager in, we're getting a head coach in, and the general manager and the director of football runs the football club. And I think you're seeing a little bit of disconnect between what the squad needs and, was Wirtz even a Slot choice? Was Isaac even a slot choice? You know, because none of them look like they fit his style of play. None of them seem like they fit a team that he wants to build, and they certainly don't fit last season's profile of players that we had in terms of the Jotas, Diaz's, you know, that were successful for us. They're not hardworking like that. Ekitike is nowhere near as hardworking as Jota and Diaz, for example. I mean, maybe he'll get there, but right now he gets tired. You can see he's jogging around by 70 minutes. He needs to build it up. And I think the same with Wirtz. They're not used to but again, you come from Bundesliga, it's going to take some time. But someone like Bobby, when he came, I think he worked hard from day one. Just, he was played out on the left by Brendan. Klopp came in, played him perfectly. I don't know, dude. This is really perplexing. The players are all great. I actually think none of them will be failures in the long run. I think they'll all end up being a hit for us. But he needs to get the right formation to fit them. And if he's missing a couple of players, he needs to scream and shout about it and not just say, oh, I'll just let Hughes do it.
Did you think he's that type? I think he is, you know.
I hope so. He needs to fight for his career.
I think he's slightly different to Klopp, you know. I think him being the vociferous Dutchman, opinionated Dutchman that he seems to be so far in press conferences is quite outlandish and quite outspoken. If he starts feeling the strain and pressure, which I think he already is probably, I think he will make noises. I mean, I don't know if that would be healthy for the scenario, for the situation, but he will be. He will be.
I really hope. I really hope it does. I mean, let's be honest, Jamrock, the start of the season, when we were in what is his style of play? You know, last season was very much one-touch football and a lot of pressing until we got found out with it. And let's be honest, in pre-season, there was a couple of games where we were putting some incredible moves together, you know, and it just looked like this team's going to be sick. It's going to be really good. And I agree with Nems as well. We're going to come good. We will. But he does need to think. And Captain Sol also agreed that I like all our signings. Can't hate any of them. I think they're all good players. He just needs to find a way to got an Irish fan there with all the flags. Well done. I think I don't know how he's going to do it, but he needs to fit a way. He's got to find a way for us to fit. And maybe that three at the back is something he needs to do, but he needs to find a centre-back first in Jan. Now, there's a link to this Dortmund guy. What's his name?
Schlotterbeck.
Yeah. So
look, I think it's fair to say we need to make changes and we need to probably need to make them in January, right?
Matty's paid us some more to say, if Slot is on holiday now, then I'm Slot out.
No, I don't think he'll be on holiday, and then we'll definitely.
I think he's learned his lesson, and he's got okay, Matt. Thanks again, Matt. Really appreciate it.
There won't be any pictures of him in sort of seen in IBs or whatever. Changes, transfers, urgent. January suddenly becomes an urgent window as opposed to in the past be seen as a opportunistic window. No,
it's urgent.
It's an urgent window now.
Surgical now.
What is the urgent surgery needed? I think we both should say at the same time after 3, 1, 2, 3, centre
defender.
back.
Yeah, defender. Yeah, I think also it depends on how he wants to play. You know, like if he is going to go 3 at the back, then even a couple of CBs is a good idea because of Leone. You know, and if he doesn't trust Gomez, ship him off in Jan and get 2 in. Do you get what I mean?
Too much.
No, but what's Gomez doing, bro? What's Gomez doing, bro? He's not playing him. I'd love him to play, but he's not playing him. He's not trusting him.
You don't trust him in the Premier League.
So point is, if he's not trusting him, get Slaughter back in, and get Gehi in if you can, right? And then Gomez can either stick around as a right back hybrid or he can go. Now, at the same time, then he can decide now whether he wants to play a 4-4-2 or a 3-5-2, and he's got enough choices there to rest and rotate. Okay, because that's the key now going into January onwards. It's not going to get any easier. It gets busier. The FA Cup turns up. Thankfully, we're not in the Carabao, so we're not going to have an overcrowded Jan. But still, FA Cup, Champions League goes 2 games into, and then if we're in the playoffs, mate, because we're not good enough, and we're going to the Champions League, we get extra couple of games. That's a possibility the way we are right now as a team. So, point is, if he's going to go get another forward, he should prioritize centre backs. Now, personally, I'd even go for a DM.
Go ahead.
Oh,
my Siri.
Oh, you're on mute there, mate.
Sorry, my Siri started talking to me.
Oh, he said go ahead, and he said, "Yeah, go ahead. Let's go get."
Siri agrees.
Yeah, let's go ahead and get 4 players. Honestly, that's crazy to ask something like that, but I think that's the kind of surgery that's needed. And he's going to have to get rid of a couple of players in there and pass them on, whether it's a Chiesa.
I can't. Gags, we cannot get rid of any.
Gomez.
No,
Gomez.
No, not in January. We can only
even if he gets two CBs.
He won't get 2 CBs in January. I think it's safe to say that Gay will be a Liverpool player, but just the uncertainty about January or summer. And I think it's safe to say we are targeting a left-footed centre-back. Obviously, the big name linked is Bastoni, but I think that's a pipe dream because I think for me, he's Virgil van Dijk levels. That's how much I think of Bastoni. If people don't know what I think of Bastoni, I've just said my piece. I think he's the heir apparent to Virgil van Dijk. That's how the levels I see him at. Schlotterbeck is a marvelous ball-playing centre-half. I still don't know why we weren't in for Hincapié, who's gone to Arsenal, because that would have been the profile of player we're looking for.
Does he even play at Arsenal?
Well, they've got strength and depth of another level at centre-back at the moment. But we've also been linked with Ordonez, who plays for Club Brugge, Ecuadorian centre-back. And there is options out there. But I think Gahey was a huge loss, mistake, error, miscommunication, whatever you want to call it, unlucky circumstances. I think we're paying for it, but that's not the only issue. I think the non-direct replacement of Luis Diaz, I barked about it all summer. This is why, do you remember we done weekly shows and I was weekly changing my mind about Diaz? I was like, I'm not sure. This is why I wasn't sure, because I knew he was integral to our.
I was saying the whole time, the only failure of the summer would be if we didn't get a left winger in.
We didn't get a left winger in. But now
we're linked to Semenyo.
We are linked to Semenyo. I am going to do a little bit of a plug and go check out Grizz Khan YouTube channel. I'm going to drop a video tonight on everything I think I know about the Semenyo situation. A few bombers going to be dropping soon on my channel.
A bit of a preview here, a preview bomber.
Well, go and check it out. So
if you give us one bomber out of the multiples you got, then they'll definitely check it out.
No, it's one bomber, isn't it? It's like there's multiple bombers. It's like the Semenyo situation, context, and everything.
So if you believe Indy, he's told them that he wants to come to Liverpool. And
I disagree with Indy,
but
I will be revealing more. I disagree with Indy's notion that we are his first choice, and he's told him that he wants to come to Liverpool. I totally disagree with that, but I will explain more on the video. But big up Indy, if that's the case.
I think that's right. I think it's the flexibility of a left winger that can play in multiple places, and I think what people are saying that is Semenyo could play left, right, centre forward if we wanted him to, and that's the kind of flexibility Diaz gave us. If we wanted him to play right, he could play right as well, to be honest. So he played left. He could play right. He could play centre forward, as you saw last season for us as well. So again, just bringing that one guy in that gives you that much flexibility and adaptability across the pitch, and the strength and the pace he has as well, it makes a massive difference.
A lot of people have been saying that he's very one-dimensional, and how will he shout out to a very valued member of Anfield Index, Dave Hendrick, who's been questioning and querying about sort of how does he fit into the formation and all the future formation and the system change. I think Semenyo would be ideal attacker for Liverpool. I think he's the closest thing to Sadio Mane regen. I think he plays wide left, wide right, and I also firmly believe he can play through the middle. I think this guy is multifunctional attacker. And you know, some people are asking about what is Slot's system, what is Slot's identity. I believe one of Slot's identity or game plans is to have multifunctional players in all areas of the pitch. Semenyo fits that bill down to a T. I think we have a very good relationship, obviously, with Bournemouth. I think Richard Hughes knows all about the contract situation, scenario update clauses, and what he's told them. And I think it makes all the sense, especially if we are all agreement that Rio is not ready and won't be ready for another season or two.
Or three.
And I think Mohamed Salah, of course, Semenyo played a lot of football on the right, and we need an option on the right. There's no ifs and buts about it. Semenyo is a must, but as we both agree, and I think everyone will agree, not as much as a must as it is to reinforce the centre-back.
And you know what the most important part of the centre-back is? Ball playing.
Yes, sir.
Needs to be ball playing. Needs to be so comfortable in carrying the ball, you know, carrying it out. And
this is why the links to Schlotterbeck and Gahey make all the sense.
Yeah. Well, Grizz, this has been a great show.
I've enjoyed it.
Yeah, I think we're going to do a quick one here. But yeah, guys, let us know what you think. Where should they strengthen Liverpool in January? We'll be back next week now. Should we do hopefully post the game? Are you watching it live next week? What
are we doing next week? Liverpool is at home to Forest on a Saturday.
3 o'clock. Yeah, 3 o'clock kickoff.
All right. You're tempting me to do a post-match reaction with you. All right. We'll assess it, and we'll see what the situation is.
Well, Grizz, thank you so much for joining me again. Well, what do you mean joining me? I'm joining you. So yeah,
joining us and
yeah, thank you all for joining us on a Sunday afternoon when there's no football. Well, actually, Ireland just won, so great stuff. But yeah, we'll be back hopefully next weekend post match. You got a bit of a break from us. I think Grizz will be back midweek, maybe with Red Room as well, and his own channel. Make sure you go check out his channel later on. Hopefully tonight, maybe tomorrow, one of the days it will be out. But yeah. Thank you so much for joining us. Click like, click subscribe, and yeah, keep following us on Anfield Index, please. And let's hope Liverpool somehow get out of this. But yeah, up the Reds.